Welcome back to Booze and Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and I went all the way to Tatooine to get you some blue milk. Yes, that's right, I milked a bantha just for you. So let's get into it. All right, let's talk about Star Wars. It's one of my favorite movies. When I'm talking about Star Wars, I'm talking about the original 3 movies. Star Wars: A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. But what I'm focusing in on here today is Star Wars: A New Hope. Now, it was released in 1977, and I was just a wee lad, so I didn't get to see it right away. In fact, I didn't even get to see the second or the third until I was a little bit older. However, once I saw that first one, I was hooked. That battle between good and evil, that light side, the dark side of the Force. Yes, the whiny 18-year-old Luke, the really cool Alec Guinness, because, you know, he could just mumble his weird utterances and make it look awesome. In fact, point of the fact is he died at the end of that because he didn't want to be remembered for saying those corny lines. However, it's the one thing he's most famous for. Now, one of the scenes in this movie is Owen and Beru are sitting around the table and Luke comes in and they're having a meal and there's this thing called blue milk.
Tomorrow I want you to take that R2 unit to Anchorhead and have its memory erased. That'll be the end of it. It belongs to us now.
But what if this Obi-Wan comes looking for it?
He won't.
Now, I hemmed and hawed about doing a video, but I realized, you know what? I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've got the original VHS tapes, the updated VHS tapes. I've even got a Prince Zizor and Darth Vader, who's actually my favorite character, by the way, comic book and action figure. I had my action figures, you know. I wish I had the originals though. However, now that I'm done geeking out about that, I saw this post on Reddit and it was called Blue Milk by TheNillaGorilla. And it's his version of a blue milk in an up style. I'm not gonna serve it up, I'm gonna serve it slightly differently. And I looked online, YouTube and How to Drink has his own really interesting version of blue milk. And I'm gonna put the links to both of those down below because they're both worth taking a look at. But I'm gonna make the TheNillaGorilla's version of this just because it's different and I think it's going to work out for everybody. So the first thing we need is your shaking tin. Now this requires a coconut rum. So we're gonna use Malibu, it's what I happen to have at this time. It was sent in by one of my subscribers, his name is Dan. Thank you, Dan. We need 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters. The next item we need is 1/2 ounce of a Falernum. Now, he used Velvet Falernum. I've got BG Reynolds Falernum here, so I'm going to use this. And of course, 1/2 ounce works out to 15 milliliters. And oh, it smells so good. I just need to learn how to make some, right? And then I'll have my own. We need a little bit of lime juice. And I need 3/4 ounce or 22.5 mils. Now my limes are looking a little decrepit, so I might have to cut 2 of them. You never know. Let's see how this works out for you. Or I might have to cut, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Put this there. Awesome. Next thing we need is some Blue Curacao. And we only need 1/4 ounce of Blue Curacao. Now 1/4 ounce works out to approximately 7.5 mils? 7 mils. So just a little over a bar spoon. However, this will give us just that blue little bit of color. Looking pretty good, pretty nifty. However, this is almost made in the style of a sour. And rather than using egg white, what we are going to use here is we're going to use Aquafaba. So this is a vegan version of it. So if you don't like egg whites because you're worried about salmonella, you can use the juice from garbanzo beans, or as they're also called, chickpeas. We need 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils. All right, let's throw some ice in here, and we're gonna shake this for a good 10 to 15 seconds. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let the ice finish cracking for a second. And the reason I'm going to do that is I just don't want the ice to break apart. Okay, this is looking pretty interesting. Smells interesting. We need a glass. I'm gonna use the most space age, out of this world glass that I have at this moment. We need a little bit of ice. Not a lot, just a couple of cubes, just to keep everything nice and cold. And I'm gonna give this a bit of a strain using the old Hawthorne strainer. Look at that. Isn't that an interesting looking blue milk? However, to add to the flavoring, this part's not in the recipe by TheNillaGorilla, I apologize. Greg from How to Drink used a little bit of orange blossom water. I am going to just use a twist of orange just above the drink there to give us some of the citrus flavors. And I'm going to give it a bit of a expression directly over the glass. We'll rub this around, and this will help give us that otherworldly look, even though I accidentally just dipped it in there. And no garnish. Look at this. Beautiful. This is literally out of the world, a drink from Tatooine. And you know what? Let's give it a taste. So the first thing, of course, I smell is a little bit of the orange citrus. Ooh, you get some of the lime flavor, absolutely. A little bit of blue curacao, and you get more orange directly from the blue curacao. Really, really good. The coconut rum doesn't come pounding through. And you know what? This is well balanced. Oh yeah. A simple, easy to make blue milk. Oh yeah. I like this, and I think you will too. This is really good. TheNillaGorilla, awesome job. Well done. I really like this cocktail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ingredients and the method of how to make this down in the description down below. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that all notification for the bell. The bell all notification thing, so that you will get notified every time I put up a new video. But if you don't like an awesome cocktail, hit the thumbs up button, and we'll see you next time. Jump cut. You know, because he was a whiny little boy in the beginning of that movie till he did his little progression. And one of the things in that video, or that hit stop in that video. Hey Bob, yeah, come on over, bring me a big bowl of cereal because I got you some blue milk, you know. Yeah, I even milked a Bantha just for you.